Good morning. We're so excited to be able to share our story with you today. My name is Anna Gersich with the WHOLEsome Package, and we make fast food for healthy people. We make pre-packaged healthy meals for people on the go. We want to make it convenient and easy for you to eat healthy. Our menu consists of breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack items. All of these items are made with whole foods and no processed foods. Our proteins are free of antibiotics and steroids, and our vegetables and rice are organic and local when possible. Our home base, where most of our meals are kept, is at World Gym in Town and Country on McKinley. There is a glass front cooler that you can simply walk in the front door without having to go through the gym and without having to be a member, and you can grab your choice of meals anytime between 5:30 a.m. and 10 p.m. daily. We also have different grab-and-go spots around town, which you can find by checking out our website at www.thewholesomepackage.com. So World Gym is kind of our home base. We work out of a commissary kitchen, and at World Gym here, inside their Barbell Cafe, we have a large cooler filled with grab-and-go items. We stock that every day at 5:30 in the morning, and it's just kind of there, and people love the convenience of being able to stop in and get a meal when they're on the go. Yes. You do not have to be a member there at the gym, and it's right there inside the front door, so really you don't even have to walk through the gym or anything like that. Just pop right in the front door and it's right there.
Hi, my name's Nicole. Oh, jeez. My name's Nicole, and I am the other half of the WHOLEsome Package. I am a mother of 3. These are my 3 kids. And then my husband in the middle, he's an iron worker, and he's a huge support. He has been in the kitchen with us, juicing and cooking and just making sure everything runs smoothly so I'm not maximum stressed. So he's really great and supportive. What did I just do? Oh, okay. My story is a common story, and a lot of you here probably share the same story or are close to someone that has the same experience that I had. About 10 years ago, I lost my dad to cancer, and when he was diagnosed, I was asked to be his daytime caregiver. I waitressed at Maury's Pub just across the river at night, and so I was available during the day, and my mom had asked if I could stay with my dad, take him to chemo appointments, doctor's appointments, and just make sure that he was getting the care that he needed. So in that process, the first couple of weeks, we were hopeful, and we ran errands for my mom, and we'd go to lunch, and we'd do doctor's appointments and stuff like that. And we were hopeful. We prayed together, and we, like I said, we're hopeful. The next couple of weeks, the next month or so, he would go through chemo treatments, we'd go to chemo treatments, and he was just more comfortable at home. So our time was spent, lots of conversations and stories and movies. We watched Carol Burnett together, Gunsmoke together, just anything that would make him happy and comfortable. And every day I was like, what sounds good to eat? Because he was losing his appetite. What sounds good, Dad? I'd make him anything he'd want to eat, milkshakes, just anything I could do to make him happy. So as time went on, he started, his health just started deteriorating, and he was diagnosed in August. And by January, I lost my dad. At that point, I had made a decision that cancer, I was not going to fall prey to cancer anymore with my family. I was going to safeguard my family and I as best as I could. And I'm not ignorant to the point that I know cancer has no discretion, and I know that even healthy people get cancer, but I thought there's decisions that I can make for me and my family that can safeguard us from that. I started shopping with a company called Mishawaka. They are completely non-toxic and American-made. I detoxified my home, and we started eating whole organic foods mostly, and I was not buying processed food. And so those were the changes that I made in my life. And in that time, I also needed a physical outlet for my mental health, for my physical health, and that's when I started kickboxing. So about 8 years ago, I started kickboxing, and now it's really the only workout I care to do. It's very practical, it's very functional, it's fast-paced, I'm in, I'm out, and I know how to throw a punch, and I know how to throw a kick, and if I had to defend myself, I could. So I really enjoyed that workout, and 8 years later, at kickboxing class, I met Anna. Anna and I both had an instant connection. She had the most adorable kids that were just magnets to anybody that meets them. So we started talking, and we found that we shared a love for food and fitness, and ended up doing lunches after workouts and whatnot. And so at that point, we were leaving the gym starving, and we, of course, come out on McKinley, and what do you have? You have McDonald's, you have Burger King, you have Taco Bell, you have KFC, or I don't even know KFC, but you have every fast food out there. And we would walk by the juice bar, and you have protein shakes and protein bars and fruit snacks and all this kind of stuff, and we said, why can't we get some healthy food in here? And my cousin, my aunt and uncle own World Gym, and my cousin says, well, why don't you make some food to have in here? And so Anna and I just started talking, and nights on the porch with beers in our hands, pina coladas or whatever, and we just started talking, and it just started rolling. And then we had talked to Ed Lockman, who is normally here, and he pushed us in a direction of the Spark program, and Anna went through the Spark program, and I'll let her take over.
Alrighty. My story and how I kind of got into all of this stuff stems from my son Caden. So my son Caden was born in January of 2010, and he was born at 27 weeks. He was only 2 pounds, and there is never, and still to this day, I have no idea why. My daughter, who is 10, was like 3 days late, perfect pregnancy, never sick, felt amazing. With Caden, everything was the opposite, and no one's ever been able to tell me why. But when he was born, he had a stage 4 brain bleed, which landed us down in Riley Hospital for the first 6 months of his life. Being that he was in a hospital bed, he never developed the swallowing reflexes that it takes for you and I to drink or eat food. So we were forced to place a G-tube, and the doctor at that time, we had a whole team of specialists, everybody from neurosurgeons to neurologists to pediatricians and dietitians, nutritionists. He was prescribed Pediasure. So Pediasure is what I was giving him, and he was sick all of the time. Like projectile vomiting, it was horrible. We switched from soy to milk, tried all of the different things, and was trying to listen to this team of people around me and was just not getting anywhere. I found 2 women authors online who wrote a book about a homemade organic blended formula. Now when I say that, it sounds all complicated, but basically you take whole foods, you put them in a good blender, you liquefy it, and that's what I give him through his G-tube instead of the Pediasure. So on Pediasure, on the label when I was looking at that, the #1 ingredient and the only ingredient I could read was sugar. I remember typing in my iPad that day, and as of that day, I had never really paid attention to nutritional labels, was never really into any of that. But when I typed in my iPad, what effects does sugar have on a baby's body? I mean, I still get goosebumps, like when I think about it. It took me on this insane rabbit trail, and it basically changed the course of my life. I was in real estate and banking back then. Since then, I have gone through health coaching certification, not necessarily because I want to be a health coach, but I like to have the knowledge on all of the different dietary theories, what works for different people. Everybody's body is different, and so you have to keep that in mind. Not the same thing works for everyone. But with Caden, we basically did just homemade organic blended formula. Sweet potatoes, kale, we did organic chicken, we did organic grass-fed beef, fish oil. Caden, they told me, would never walk or talk. He was pretty much almost a vegetable for the first 2.5 years of his life. I kind of had gotten into juicing when I was doing all that for him. I mean, we had it all in the kitchen, and that's just kind of the area I thought I was going in before we ended up starting WHOLEsome Package. So with Caden, I watched it happen with my own eyes, and it was just completely amazing. He healed from the inside out. He had seizures, he was on all types of medication, antibiotics, all kinds of things. We were able to wean him off of everything. He is not on anything at all. He is in 2nd grade. He is running and jumping and loving life. You know, it's just, that's where this company came from. I mean, you can't watch something like that with your own 2 eyes and it not completely change your life. So when we say that we want people to know, if you come to our cooler, you're going to get something that's good for your body. You don't ever have to worry about grabbing something out of there that, you know, might be covered in herbicides and pesticides, or, you know, chicken breasts that have been pumped full of steroids and antibiotics and all that stuff. Yeah, preservatives, processed food, that's not in our menu. So, and that's all for a reason. We know that it would be much more profitable, I guess, to sell 69 cents a pound chicken, and, you know, for half of the population, nobody would know the difference. But to us, we know the difference, and we know why we do what we do, and that's where our passion comes from.
We've started out with meal prep, but have seen a lot of demand for catering, and so we have opened it up to catering. We do small party events. This is the Coach Bray barbecue we did. We did a picnic luncheon thing at the conservatory at Potawatomi. We've done baby showers and bridal showers and tailgate, and so in addition to meal prep, we also do small party catering.
Do you guys do all the cooking?
We do all the cooking. We started out doing all the cooking, but just recently we did hire somebody that Anna has known for a long time and has worked with in the restaurants with, and so we have just put him on the team, and he works with us mostly on Sundays, because Sundays is kind of our big day that we're in the kitchen for a good part of the day. So he comes with us so we don't have to spend, so instead of spending 12 hours, we can only spend 8 hours. And then Diego, he's on the left. And my girlfriend Katrina on the right, she helps out too when we have catering. Yeah. In the beginning, we did, because there was a fear of running out of food, and so we did always over-prepare. But once we got the feel of the flow, then our inventory is much tighter, and we know almost just exactly what to, and we're not so afraid to run out of food anymore. We've learned that running out is a good thing, and so as long as we're prepared to run out, then we're okay to run out. I just wanted to mention that we did just launch a new website, and if you go to www.thewholesomepackage.com, it's really it's just a menu to order off of, and we're working on a homepage and we're working on stuff like that. But we wanted to make it convenient and easy for our customers to order. So if you go to www.thewholesomepackage.com, you can get on there and order, and we'll get your order. We have a 10-meal minimum for delivery. Otherwise, you can order anything, and it will be waiting at the counter for you at World Gym with your name on it.